win on this map. Daybreak is the map in the PvP. Seed versus Rain. Yet the GSL, the Blizzard Cup, powerful. To the top right of Daybreak in game number 2, we have our Casper Protoss player. He's having a bad day. He is.
SK Telecom T1, Rain.
When it rains, it pours, man.
Yeah, it certainly does. And so far, the only person who really got soaked is Rain himself. He's on -6 map score. 3 matches that he lost.
Range drops keep falling on his head.
Bottom left
against Seed, man, and when it rains, seeds grow.
At the bottom left, we have him in blue, the LGIM Protoss player. This is him. This is
LGIM Seed.
Yeah. Seed looking pretty decent in this group overall. You know, not a big, overwhelming score like we had from Sniper, but Seed looking very good here, and he could also just further his position by taking this 2-0 win if he can do it.
If Seed takes it with a 2-0, then he will momentarily take the second game, the second place in the group. Life would be on 3rd, and Violet would actually be down on... no, actually, it would be Violet who takes the game because he would be 3rd, and Life would be out of the group because, at least momentarily, because Violet was able to win the direct comparison against Life.
At this point, we have Scout coming out very early for Seed. On the other hand, Rain just checked for proxies and then sent his probe back to the main base to get extra resources. Now he's going to start his core. You can see, though, that Seed has his core slightly faster.
Yeah, just a tiny little bit. And in the last game, we just...
The last game, we saw some pretty crazy blank aggression out of Rain, but Seed shut it down with his safe robotics build.
Oh, man.
And, you know, when you have that safe robotics build against the Blink Stalker play, it's not a build or a win, but as long as you stay calm and patient, you should be able to take the defensive position. And he did everything right. He even went into Colossi off one base until he could chase Rain away.
The Seed played really well. At first he had so many harvesters, he had the better economy, he was patient with his play, he didn't overextend himself at any time.
Rain didn't really mess it up, but he just couldn't get in. And if he had committed to a blink up the ramp while there was no mortal, he could have maybe gotten in, but that's only if the force field misses, and it's just a risk when you take that type of builder. Rain with a sentry here indicates he may do one of Creator's 1 gateway expanse. He's so good at doing.
The Creator on this map, he really loves to go into his expansion, but at the same time, Creator is a huge fan of having a Stargate on this map.
Yeah. Creator also likes to go 2 gateways before his Nexus, whereas if Rain does this, he's only doing it with 1. He makes a 2nd sentry now. He could, with these sentries, go into robotics as well himself before he expands. We'll see, though. Looks like he wants to go Nexus first into Robo.
Seed has the robotics already on its way. On the other hand, as you just mentioned, we have the Nexus before the tech for Rain. He will start his robotics a little bit later. We'll have the expansion a bit sooner, though. And the probe is going to spot it. The probe for Seed is already on its way.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop him. He doesn't have his sentries on the ground because he knows if there were Stalkers coming in, he would just die. Something to consider here is that Rain has no real scout information of how many gates Seed has even added. He doesn't know if Seed is teched. He's seen the Nexus now. Seed's probably just going to take his own Nexus. Cutting in production, waiting for his Warbeat research to finish. He's gonna oh wow, I did not expect this. 1 base into Colossus. Could also be for Immortal drops though. Well, he's now adding a 3rd gateway.
He places on 1 base, doesn't want to use his Nexus. That's what the Scout was for, trying to figure out what exactly Rain was doing here. Sees the timing for the Nexus and decides to change things up a little bit.
Yeah, the robotics now 2/3 done. Support bay, that is. And basically, both players have the very similar techs, but the tech advantage slightly goes to Seed with his robotic support bay, and the economy advantage definitely goes to Rain with his Nexus. So it's all about now can Seed punish the Nexus and kill him, or do damage. If not, then Rain will win this game.
And Rain did not scout. He does not know what's going on here. He also didn't get an observer. He straight went into the first Immortal. We have no information. He has no information. He does not really know that there's no expansion. He just assumes that there's going to be one.
But Rain knows that he doesn't know because he has seen no probe. He's had his units on the low ground. Yes. Sorry.
So there's the observer. But yeah, you're right. Seed knows that Rain doesn't.
Yeah, he knows that Rain is not scouted. He's seen no probe come across the map. So he's actually making the right choice here, I feel, with this strategy. He's going to wait for 2 Colossi probably, and he's going to start a 4th gateway pretty soon.
Colossus number 1 is now done.
Could do this with 1 Colossus. We've seen this push a little bit evolve in Korea, but yeah, he's just going to do it just like that.
We have 26 harvesters for Seed and 30 for Rain, who still continues to produce units. And ooh la la, the Stalker for Seed is getting a little bit overzealous here.
Yeah, he was on the same control group as everything else.
Observer moves into the main base. In just a second, Seed is revealed. Rain now knows what's coming.
It's too late for him to figure something out, though. 1 Immortal versus 1. He's got the Colossus to walk over Force Field. The second Immortal comes out here, but the first one's already starting to fall. It's gone.
The Immortal trapped at the front. This is exactly what he needed. And now can he make this happen? Seed needs to win it now. He knows that. He warps in additional Stalkers. Rain, on the other hand, tries to defend with whatever he has, but 1 Immortal, that's all that he's got now.
The Sentry is not very useful here against this type of army. He tries to target down the Colossus, but he gets pulled back perfectly here. Needs to target down that Immortal. It falls.
The Colossus is also dead. This is a big issue.
How did he lose that?
It was focused by the Stalkers. Rain moved in, and now suddenly Rain has a good position here. The force fields can't be crushed anymore.
I can't believe we let the Colossus go down. He's trying to attack up into a choke point, and
Rain has done it.
Yeah, he's held it, man. That's it. Rain's going to take another game on this series.
He tries to move up, but the Immortal is doing as much damage as he can. Seed is once again force fielded out. The Zealots, they die. We have another Immortal for Rain now, and he's just going to force Seed back. Seed is down in supply, down in army supply.
He's going to be tied in this series because Rain will not be stopped.
Yeah, the Immortal is gone. The rest of the Stalkers are going to die as well. There's no chance for Seed anymore to turn this around. No way.
Nope. Even with his Zealot Warp in here, he doesn't have enough damage output.
Tries to target with the Immortal, moves forward, chased away by 1 Zealot. Another attack. Rain on 60 supply against 35. Seed is trying to make something
happen. He just wants to see the Nexus, it looks like, make sure it's still there, and then he's going to check GG. He wants to scout in the main as well.
I mean, he does what he can, but it's just, this is not the right plan.
I literally think he's just scouting. I mean, well, now he's fighting.
He's losing everything here. He's trying to take down a few harvesters. A great force field by Rain, but now the harvester count is 34 to 26. GG. For a second, it looked like Seed tries to get back into the game, to throws down his own Nexus, but he knows that this is not going to work.
Rain, man, taking his second map in the group. Not going to fall necessarily 0-4. This is going to force Seed to actually pick a map, and this affects his map score.
Exactly, this affects his map score, so even if he wins now, he will suddenly be tied in maps with life, so all depends on the direct comparison between the two of them later on. One map can decide it all, and Seed knows that. You could really see it in his eyes here. It's not only about beating Rain, it's about beating Rain without dropping a map. Yeah, that would give him the best option here. But of course, as he is later facing Life, if he defeats Life, then everything's fine. But he needs to defeat Rain as well now.
Seed getting some advice from the coach there. You know, the thing is, he attacked into that choke point next to the rocks, but when you hit that timing, you don't really have a choice. You can't walk around the side, that takes too long. If you can catch your opponent off guard and trade okay, then you have a pile on the right side, then yeah, maybe you can walk around the right side, but the way he did that, he didn't really have that as an option. He needed to micro his Colossus a little bit better. It took 2 early Immortal shots in the beginning of that fight. Then he had to micro it way too often so it wasn't firing, and then he ended up losing it in the end.
You can't lose the Colossus.
It's
if
like
you
your
lose
backbone.
You are dead, because you can be force fielded again at the choke point, and the Colossus is there to crush the force fields.
You spent 300 resources in minerals, 200 resources in gas on the Colossus, plus the 200 on the Bay. That's 500, 400 spent on one unit that you need to use. You need to protect it like crazy.
And Tomb Valley is the deciding map in this best of 3. Rain versus Seed, our only Protoss versus Protoss match in this Group B at the Blizzard Cup. And we're jumping into the game right now. Rain versus Seed, brought to you by Colin Wolf.